In the mists and shadows, as ravens call, one lone field brings hope to all. A seed of life buried deep in soil, dug free by claws and frantic toil. A desperate choice, a crossroads waits. With the wolf and dragons lay all our fates. Welcome to Curse of Strahd. Dramatic cut off. Welcome, friends. It's time. We're back in Curse of Strahd with me, your Dungeon Master, Mark Sherlock Humes, and my good friends. The High Rollers crew.
Hello.
We got Kim. We got Trot. We got Katie. We got Tom.
Hello.
And we got Rhiannon. I was giving you a chance to say hello, but it's fine.
Oh, I thought you just forgot my name.
I was trying to give a space. No, I was trying to give a space to say hello.
It's only been 5 years,
didn't
Mark.
say anything. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry.
I said
would
mine
never forget.
before you said my name, so I felt weird
Yeah.
about saying
But it was
hello again
synced up.
after you
No,
said
it's-
my name.
Well, no, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Hello.
It was good.
Oh.
Thanks, Tom.
Hello.
Thanks.
Hi.
There we go. Perfect.
Hi, everyone.
It's been a while,
Hi.
friends, but we're back. We took a bit of a break from Strahd. Continuing on, just got to keep the professionalism. You know, you just
8 weeks
you
since
just
Curse of
keep going.
Strahd.
No.
Dropped the Wicker Man on some druids. It was hard. Now we're gonna fucking die. Oh my god, I just want to go home and cry.
Nice, very good, excellent
Thank
bare
you.
naked ladies reference.
And also a
do I wanna
poem
give
that's
you
going to
anything
make it
for
into
it?
the podcast too. Nah, it's not. Don't worry.
Wow.
You wound me.
Wow.
So it's been a while. So I've got a fairly lengthy recap of just kind of like little bits of the whole campaign so far, and then I think we'll just do quick reintroductions of everyone's characters, because it has been a bit of a break. And we'll do all that like post podcast start. Promise. But apart from
Thank
that,
you.
yeah, we're going to be back. We're going to try and do, you know, we've always said with Curse of Strahd that it is a bonus thing. We would like to do it every week, but obviously if things come up, we do jostle it around. But I think taking the Christmas break and focusing on Erois and Christmas and all that other nonsense has been good. We're excited to get back to it. We know a lot of you are as well. Cool. Anything else? Anything I've forgotten that I need to mention?
Oh,
I mean,
Podcast.
I would maybe not get too hype about us being back in Strahd because, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
things
we-
might
just
happen.
get too attached.
Yeah.
This might be the
Characters, you know.
Yeah.
This might be the first
Yeah.
and last of 2021. So
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah.
With that really positive attitude, let's do a quick recap. Take it away. Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. A party of adventurers, including a tabaxi priest, a monster hunting ranger, and 2 Dragonborn siblings, have been brought to the land of Barovia by a Vistani bard. They have saved the life of Irina Kolyana and her brother Ismark from the Lord of Barovia, Strahd von Zarovich, fleeing from a village of desperate fanatics and Strahd's minions. Seeking the aid of the Vistana mystic Madame Ava, she began to reveal a fortune to them that would reveal relics to aid them in fighting back against Strahd and freeing Barovia. But the party was shocked when she was slain by a shadowy assassin sent by Strahd himself before the reading was complete. The town of Valaki offered no safe harbor either. Ruled by a noblewoman with infernal allies, it was here that Ziki, one of the Dragonborn siblings, was slain. She and her brother Zeros both made dark pacts with dangerous powers to return to life, and bound the pair into a fate that would change everything. In their adventures, the party have acquired a sword of sunlight in a ruined manor of a fallen order of knights, but lost Shadow, the Tabaxi priestess, in the process, as she was killed by Strahd himself before being driven away as his beloved Irina vanished. The party gained a new ally, Dog's Body, a strange fellow with a unique aura and powers that soon revealed that he is some form of lycanthrope. Seeking respite, the party have met a mad wizard and a bitter monster hunter called Esmeralda as potential allies. And Xeros' new master, Asmodeus, has revealed that Strahd's plans are greater than they appear. Now the party have traveled in search of another relic held by the witch Baba Lysaga and met the were-ravens who run the Wizard of Wine's winery. However, Ziki, driven by the whispering mists of Barovia, has dug up a precious gemstone that empowered their land with life and has embedded itself within her. Fleeing the winery, the party pursued her and encountered a group of savage druids worshipping Strahd, where a battle took place. A giant statue, a wicker statue of Strahd, set aflame, come crashing down upon the battle, and is still ongoing. And that is where we begin today, after a very long break in the middle of a quite desperate combat. As we continue. We have a map. I will give you a vague summary of where we are. We're going to be starting with Jesper in the initiative order. And that's pretty much where we're going to be kicking off. You are on a large hill, a very, very large, steep hill, at the top of which is a stone kind of circle. Within the stone circle was a enormous wicker statue of Strahd. The statue has been brought crashing down, set ablaze by Xeros, and its kind of enormous remains are now scattered around a handful of savage-looking druids and berserkers. On one side of the statue, within the stone circle, is Xeros, just barely standing, very, very injured. On the other side, going down the hill, Dog's body carries an unconscious Ziki, who is stabilized, but is still unconscious at 0 hit points. A small green gemstone has fallen out of the wicker statue and is now halfway between Dog's body, Ziki, and the druids and Xeros. Meanwhile, Jesper is rushing towards them about 100 feet from Xeros, up the hill. He's now just coming to the very bottom of it. And then about 150 feet from Xeros, 50 feet behind Jesper, is Rose, Ismark, and Irina. Rose, who is now within longbow range, is providing arrow support from the rear. And that is where we begin this episode of Curse of Strahd. I know it's been a while. Ooh. If you guys need to figure things out on like how characters work and stuff like that, we're going to take it slow. But we begin with Jesper at the very top of a new round in this battle.
Jesper. Jesper.
That is his voice.
Yes. So these grids are
10 feet. The squares that you can see are 10 feet each.
Roger that.
So there are 5. There's little squares in each big square.
Not 300 feet.
No.
It's 25 foot
I've
square.
Not altered it.
Okay. All right. Jesper will continue to run towards seeing Dog's body carrying Ziki.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see them beginning to make their way down the thing.
20,
in terms of time period, this is, I think this would be very early morning. So it's still dark. Dawn has not yet broken. We are talking sort of like, 4, 5 a.m. kind of time. So it is very difficult. You can only really make out the figures because of this huge flaming Wicker Man that's giving the area ambient light.
Right. What I'm going to do is... What do I see right now from this vantage point?
Up,
what does Ziki look like?
It's not like a perfectly flat hill. It's kind of like a tiered hill. So there's like a hill, flat bit, hill, flat bit, hill, and it goes up to the top. You see at the top of this hill, this collapsed giant wicker humanoid shape set a blazing flame. Within the smoke and the fire, you can see shadowy figures conveying around something, but you can't really make out any details. And then running down the hill, you see Dog's body with cuts and, flames and scorch marks over his body with the kind of scaled, shadowy form of Ziki. I'd say that they're close enough that you can make them out that it's Dog's body and Ziki. and they're coming
Right.
towards you.
I'm going to hold my action here. This is as far as I can move. I'm going to get out my sun sword and kind of usher Dog's body with the sun sword, kind of like a glow stick, this way! And I will attack anything that's in range of me that chases after Dog's body or Ziki as protection.
Okay. All right.
That's my
So
go.
that's your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Zeros, could you roll 1d6 for me, please? And this is going to be the continuing burning damage of the giant effigy.
Is that hitting me? I can't remember.
That part of it will hit you. You're a little bit more protected than everybody else, so you'll take half damage, but yeah. But it doesn't hit you now.
6.
It hits you on your turn. 6. Great.
Oh,
Full damage. Yeah.
full damage. Hooray! Cool.
Something's going right.
So some of the figures within the burning pitch and thing begin to kind of move themselves out. 5, 10,
Running away. I'm
some of them
I'm
are.
actually okay with that.
Some of them are. They come kind of clawing out, throwing off burning furs and burning leathers that have been set ablaze, kind of throwing them to the side as they emerge from the burning flames. Looking around, they can see that 3 of their fellows, this one's going to move out as well. 3 of their fellows with their weapons have surrounded a very bloody-looking Zeros, and they will turn their attention away to the figures trying to escape them. And they all see as in their hands, they conjure these kind of small orbs of fire, and they are going to make produce flame attacks against Dog's body. Because I don't think they're in range to... What's the range of this? 30 feet, yeah. So, it would...
Uh-oh.
Not all of them will be able to. 4 of them will...
Bad.
My dice. 4 of them
all of
hurl
them
their
will.
bolts of flame at Dog's body, who is carrying Ziki's unconscious body. So,
Do I
here we
get
go.
half cover from Ziki's unconscious? No, because that will probably hurt her.
Well, so here's a choice for you, Dog's body. Are you trying to protect Ziki from these flaming attacks,
Yeah.
or are you trying to? Yeah, okay, then you do not.
I'm a
But
good
Ziki will
boy.
get cover.
Eat shield.
Ziki will get cover. The first one is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
The second one is a natural 1, so it's a miss.
That will not
Nice.
hit.
Third one is a 21,
That'll hit.
and then the last one is a 14.
That will not hit because I am currently in hybrid form, meaning my AC is currently 15, not 14.
And you don't have resistance to fire damage, do you? It's only against like weapon attacks and radiant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. So this is full damage.
Stabbing
from
me.
these. So this is
I'm good.
1d8 each one, so 2d8 total.
I have 17 hit points currently.
Well, you take another. It's going to be 9 fire damage.
9.
As you are hit by these bolts of flame. One of the druids is going to make a saving throw against fear from the Zeros's aura that he conjured last time. Do you know what the DC is on that, Tom?
Of my fear, channel divinity is 12.
12. This one seems to shake out of the fear and begins turning around to kind of see what else is happening with his companions, and will begin moving towards 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Towards Dog's body and Ziki. The last one, Zeros will turn its bolt of flame on you, trying to hit you.
Really?
You will have some
Okay.
cover. Yeah, you have some cover against from the stone wall and things like that, but they're still going to try and hit you. Natural 1. So the flame just kind of strikes against the stone wall and erupts around it. And that is all of the druids go. Dog's body.
So because I am on 8 hit points and in hybrid form, I need to make a blood frenzy saving throw. Bloodlust, sorry. But I have advantage because I have the amulet from nice little Erwin from the Ravens. So here we go. I rolled
Please
a
roll some ones.
17 and a
not fun.
5, but it's advantage, right? So I take the 17.
Yes.
Okay, so it's 16 because I'm -1 wisdom. Dumb. I would like to keep running. Can I
Sure.
spend my action and bonus action just so I've got 40 foot of movement. So can I move 80 feet towards
Well, bonus action you won't be able
Jesper?
to. You can use your movement to go 40 feet, and then you could use your action to go another 40 with the dash action.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. So
So
these
each
are
square
all
is 10 foot, basically.
each full square. So
So that would be
If I moved
15 so
80,
far.
15,
So if I
20.
move you back, if you want to go 80,
Yeah, you move
go
me.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. You get like run down the hill towards you go past Jasper, basically. You go running past. You might need to move the map a little bit. Unless you want to
Yeah.
stop any You get almost like all the way down in amongst the trees heading towards Rose.
Oh, it's difficult though because Jesper can heal. So
You could stop
then
at
so
you could
can-
stop behind Jesper like here.
Yeah. But I just feel like
I
there's so
can
many.
heal. I can
bad-
heal.
Can you?
Yeah.
No, don't say this to me. I've seen you heal. I've seen Jesper heal. I'm sure I've seen Jesper heal.
Does he want?
I
to
can't
heal?
decide what's.
That's the question.
I can't decide what's safer. Is
Can
getting
you?
closer to Tatiana or because there's a load of bad druids coming this way.
Mm.
Do you know what? I'm gonna keep
Yes.
going. I'm gonna keep going because I know that I've stabilized Ziki. So I've stabilized Ziki. So can I keep going
Yeah, she's not bleeding.
past?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And
keep
that's
running.
what I'll do.
Okay, you keep running. Sounds good. Zeros, roll a d6.
For fire damage, okay.
Yeah.
6 again.
You take half, and then you
I take
are
3.
you take and you are a black dragonborn, aren't you? So you don't have fire resistance.
I have fire resistance from Asmodeus, so
So you take half of 3, which is 1.
nice. I'm down.
Why did you contest
Unfortunately, the
that?
problem with chopping down a giant burning statue means that you are also surrounded by the burning debris of it. So as you're kind of stood in the flames, the smoke, the temperature, the heat, even with this kind of protection around you, you kind of drop to one knee and then you just feel your consciousness fade as you slam
Hey.
into the ground. The last thing
Is
you
it-
see is Dog's body running down the hill and getting away with Ziki, though.
I'm okay with that. New year, new rules. Can we have injury rules? No.
Tom
Okay.
Hazel, if you want to make an injury check, I will not stop you.
Nah, it's
So
fine.
you
It's fine.
know
I'm
how it
okay
goes.
with
It's
that.
a Constitution saving throw. You sure?
Nah, I don't want to. I'm okay with it. That's not. Everyone will
Okay,
hate me
alright,
if I
I mean,
do.
Yeah. Okay, sure. You destroyed their Wicker. You destroyed the Wicker Man.
Yeah, but now it's on fire. That's what they're built for. Right?
So I feel so bad doing this, but this is what the bad guys would do. You destroyed their effigy, and there's these 3 berserkers with these like great clubs and great axes and rusted swords. You fall down in front of them. Roll a d6. They're going to take some fire damage.
Okay. 6 again. What the
6.
hell?
Well,
How are you
at least you're
doing
consistent
this?
on that.
This fire
Right.
burns with Asmodeus.
6.
The 3 of them step out of the fire and surround Xeros's body. I've got to move them individually.
I mean, they are
And for
berserkers.
They're berserkers. You destroyed their effigy, and this is Barovia, baby. It's the ring wraiths where they're stabbing the beds. It's like that. There's just this unconscious form, and there's just chop, smash, slam, and they'll strike you 3 times, which will 3 death saving throws.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Tom. Like I hate doing this to players.
Why did I even
This
show
is-
up today?
Would Asmodeus
I don't
help
know,
out?
man.
Like,
Like,
you
All I
know.
did
I
was
don't
roll
know.
3
He's died
sixes.
twice.
I'm
No, I
sorry,
think this
okay?
Is this my 3rd death now? No, it's second,
yeah,
I think.
no,
No, twice.
second death. Second
Yeah,
death.
second death.
Um,
Lol.
All right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll take
Start
it.
rolling.
Start
Do you
rolling
want
what?
to?
Death
Do you want to
save?
be? Do you want to be Ismark? I mean, no. There's no rolling. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's no rolling.
character, you
Oh.
can start rolling up.
You got 3
You want to roll up
fails,
some
right?
character stats? We can do that. Yeah, you can do
Oh,
some character
shit.
stats. You want to play
Yeah, no, I'll
Ismark?
that's cool. You carry on.
I'm sorry, dude. I feel bad making you, but it's just like, yeah, this is
No,
this is
it's
the
all
game.
right.
There will be a scene after this combat with Asmodeus, so we'll
All right.
yeah, okay.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Maybe, do you want to start flicking through the books? You can start thinking of a new character you'd like to play. You've
Sure,
got the Were
sure, why
Ravens, and if you want to read up
Can
a
I
bit
play
on
one of
Strahd.
these berserkers? They feel so bad about killing me. They're like, oh no. Oh, I really go. Hey, can I join you guys? These druids suck.
I mean, these druids represent like these very shamanistic, like people that live in Barovia. Like maybe not one of these berserkers, but there could be like a wild man that you want to, if you want to play, or
would
if you
they
want to
not
read
wanna,
Chris
like-
on Strahd.
Rather than stabbing him, would they not want to like feed him to the tree?
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what stabbing. The tree's destroyed. Like the
Oh.
effigy is
Oh.
gone. Like it's burnt to cinders.
Oh.
Like they are enraged that he did this. Like they're or like the last thing they shouted in the previous episode was, "Kill him! He has destroyed he's destroyed the master statue. Slay him!" And that is what they've
Yeah.
done. It's brutal. I hate doing this when it's like, you know, just NPCs like literally hitting creatures on the ground. But this is how this kind of thing goes, I'm afraid.
That makes sense.
But yeah, have a think about it. Like
07.
the area that you're in. There's also Krezk. If you want to read up a little bit on Krezk, you could maybe be a character from Krezk. Esmeralda's
Sure.
nearby. You've got Babalai Saga's hut. If there's a cool
Ooh,
character,
can I be
from
Babalai
Krezk.
Saga?
Cat hanging around somewhere.
You could be Babalai Saga's apprentice if you wanted to play like a enforced apprentice, somebody who's been kind of captured and kept as like a witch's apprentice.
Can I be Strahd?
No, you could be a member of Strahd's court if you have some cool
Show
way,
up
like a
next
necromancer
episode.
or something.
Hey guys, it's me, Strahd from Curse of Strahd, and then I just stab myself with a sun sword. Campaign over. See ya.
Maybe. Well, I mean, campaign might be over by the end of this session anyway, Tom. So don't worry too much about it.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
true, yeah.
don't
No,
put too
carry
much
on.
effort into the character yet, because
Carry
Still
on.
got a
with
while
killing
to
other
go.
people.
After murdering Tom, the barbarians will then basically begin clambering around the wreckage to continue their slaughter, basically, as they begin moving around. Ziki, you are unconscious but stable, so nothing really from you.
Shaking
Irina
around a
will
little bit.
begin rushing towards 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Irina starts rushing towards Ziki and Dog's body. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And she will cast Healing Word using one of her remaining spell slots. I don't have a D4. Oh, there I do.
What's the D4?
She will cast... Funny joke. That is a whopping 7 hit points, Ziki.
Woo! Oh,
So many.
TY.
Rose.
hello. I'm
Hello.
going to move forward 30 feet.
That's where Irina is, basically. You can be
Yeah,
next to in
about
front
here.
of Irina.
And I am going to take 2 shots at one of the berserkers. Plus,
Yeah, so the berserkers are the furthest away, but you can definitely. I mean, you've got the range with your longbow.
with
You
150
can
feet.
definitely- Yeah, they're still within range. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 2 attacks.
Would you go for the closest one?
Yeah, probably the closest to Jesper. Whatever's closest to Jesper.
Yep.
So that's a 19 plus 9 to
Oh,
hit.
hits. Oh, yeah.
And then the second one
This is one of the
is
druids.
the second one is a 9 plus 9, so 18 to
Still
hit.
hits. These guys are
Okay.
not difficult to hit.
7 on the first one, and 6 on the second one.
So total?
13.
Find that guy. 13 damage total. Nice. The arrows thud into him, but you can just see this wild man with this rusted lumberjack's axe. The arrow's still embedded in the body, and he's just looking around wildly, howling in rage, covered in Xeros's blood. And yeah, is still standing, unfortunately. Here's Mark the Lesser. Will also run up.
Doesn't deserve that
next to
title.
you guys, and then he will dash, basically getting just behind, just in front of Dog's Body and Irina, and he draws out his battle axe and his flail. I think he's carrying now a silvered flail, and he's just holding the line, waiting. Jesper.
He's going to look back at the group, and I think as they are running past, he'll be shouting, "Where is Xeros? Is he in there?"
Can I reply?
Yeah, like you've got like a few seconds. Like you could be like in there.
Yeah. So in a kind of really exhausted, pained yowl, Dog's Body was just like, "In the fire, in the fire."
Damn. I can't tell how many there are. I'll do what I can. He's going to 10, 20, 30 up to this one. And Sun
Yeah.
Sword.
Just see like this wild, crazed woman with thick dreads covered in mud, just with flames in her hands, just like die!
That is a nat 1. 10 to hit.
Against these guys. Oh, that's very unfortunate. The blade just barely narrowly misses. Even though you kind of stumble, the Sun Sword lights just passes overhead. Do you
I'll do
have
my
extra attack?
second dagger attack.
Nice.
That's a nat 20. 27 to hit. Swings and roundabouts. That is a
27, that is definitely a hit.
So the doubling on the dice would be 8 points total.
8 points total to this one. That's going to be one of the ones on 15. 8 points, yeah?
Yes.
Total damage. The sword cuts through the radiant energy, burning this line of flesh and scorched body across this druid. Ah!
Can I make that a defensive flourish, please? So
Sure.
I just gain extra AC.
Okay. Yeah, is it a bardic inspiration die you roll?
Yeah, I've just used my... Yeah, I'll just roll a d6. So that's extra 2 to my AC for this turn.
Okay.
Cool. That's
Cool.
me.
That you done?
That's me.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3 of these druidic figures will descend on the target that they can see the most. My Roll20 is playing up a little bit, so I'm struggling to move people at the moment. The joys of using virtual tabletops. Hang on, I'm just going to refresh it. You still have that goddamn thing.
Oh,
I've just realized
Oh.
as well.
I've also realized that I have a whole extra attack.
Do you want to make that attack?
When I leveled up, but because I did my thing, my second bonus attack with my dagger, does that not stop it from happening? The extra attack?
No, of course not. No, I mean, in theory, basically, if you have extra attack, when you take the attack action, you get 2 attacks with your main hand weapon,
And then
and
the
as a
offhand.
bonus action, you use the offhand weapon.
So I've just done
So
it
in this
out
case,
of order.
Yeah, you've just done it out of order. It's fine.
I'm okay to attack. I don't have to.
Yeah, sure. No. Yeah, go on. Give me the attack.
That is a 17 to hit with the sun sword this
That
time.
hits. Yep.
All right. Now is it a... Yes, I'm doing a D8 because I've got a dagger in the other hand. Okay. That's
Yeah, it's
9
one
points
hit.
total.
Okay, with that, the sun sword, the second swipe of the sun sword, pierces through, like this radiant blade of energy just pierces through his chest, and this druid collapses to the ground, just
Nice.
dead. With that, the others howling in rage, "Death! Death to them! They have killed our brothers! They have destroyed our statues! Slay the dragons and their allies!" And a bunch of them come rushing towards you, Jesper. 5, 10,
How
15,
many can I
20.
see from this, like, silhouette-y,
10,
fiery, billowing...
30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
A lot.
5, 10, 15, 25, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15,
Like Chris
20,
Trot smile.
25, 30. Out of the smoke and the flames and the shadows, 5 of these ragged-looking druids come running at you. 3 of them, their quarterstaffs seem to become thick with thorns and gnarled knots, and they bring them down towards you in a kind of clubbing action.
None will
The
hit.
other 2 begin conjuring flames in their hands as they
Easy.
do so. So we'll do the 3
No biggie.
melees first.
They're all going to roll under 17.
Oh, you. Yeah. So, quarterstaffs. That is a 19 to hit on the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is only a 10 on the second.
No.
A 20 on the third. So these are
Yeah.
all from the quarterstaffs as they bring them smashing down. With Shillelagh, it becomes 1d8. Okay, that's 2. So 4 and then 10. 14 points of damage from these 2 attacks as these quarterstaffs come clubbing down on your shoulders, on your thighs, and then 2 bright kind of balls of flame come rushing out towards you as well. That's only a 10. And then that's a 7. So the 2 balls of flame you managed to
All right.
dodge, but whilst you're dodging these huge quarterstaffs are slamming into your sides as well. Bam, bam, kind of throwing you all over the place as they do
Sweet.
so.
I live!
Dog's body
I live, bitch.
for now.
Dog's body. I will gently deposit Zeke on the
Who's
ground.
fluttering awake? You can see Zeke is coming to, has come conscious now.
And I will. I'm gonna say to her just keep running, love. Keep running. Don't look back. And then I'm going to start moving back towards the fight. So is it 5, 10, 15? Oh wait, no, I have to roll for my frenzy, so I might not say that. I might say something a bit more aggressive.
I'm
if
gonna
I
take
fail
you
this.
Nom nom nom.
I rolled a 19 was my highest
you're
roll,
fine.
so you're
Yep.
all right.
You managed
So I
to
say my
stay in
nice
control of
thing.
the beast.
15, 20, 25, 30.
You're 40 feet
Start
of movement.
moving back. 4.
If you
Oh
wanna get
yeah, I have
closer.
40, don't I? Yes.
Yep.
And I will crossbow these suckers because I have an 80-foot range crossbow thing.
Mhm.
That's
Yep,
a
you
thing
can
I
start. What do you want to target? One of the druids surrounding Jesper?
Yeah, one of the many. So 15 plus so 18 to hit. Oh god. 6, 7, 8 points of damage on that one.
points
But
of
because
damage.
I use the Crimson Rite on my Great Axe, so I can't Crimson Rite this, can I? I don't
No,
have
yeah,
high
you
enough
can't
that it
Crimson
auto
Rite
goes on everything.
You
Yeah.
can't Crimson Rite it. So that's gonna be. Sorry, I'm just getting my druids messed up. Do you want to go for one that looks like they're injured, or
Yes.
do you want to go for one that looks
Yes.
okay? 8 points, you said.
Yes.
The crossbow bolt thuds in, and you can see that the druid stumbles back, grasping these deep, heavy breaths. Is barely just conscious, but still standing.
I've got extra attack, so can I extra attack with the crossbow
Not
again?
with a crossbow. Not with a crossbow,
Okay.
because it has the reloading property. So you basically get to fire it once, no matter how many attacks you have, because it has the reloading property.
I just throw my axe at 5 foot reach.
Also, you're now
check
wielding your
bonus.
crossbow, so you can't throw your axe.
Yeah. Can I just throw my crossbow at them? No, it's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. Right, it
yeah.
would be Zeros. We have no more Zeros. Yes, but 3 more shapes come barreling out of the flames. 5,
Oh.
10, 15, 20, 30.
Why do I play to my fucking character? I could have just
No.
run away.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Only one of them is going to be able to get in range. The other one goes the long way round. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. The other one seems to be rushing down the hill in the direction that Dog's Body and Zeke went. One of these huge, powerful, muscular figures, though, raises up a giant club and recklessly will attack you. So it attacks with advantage. My highest is a natural 20. No. Oh, no. Oh, why have I done this? Why have I done this?
Well,
Oh.
19 points of damage.
how much?
19 points of damage as this great club just clocks you in the side of the head, like sends you reeling. Your vision blurs.
Oh my god.
Still alive.
And yeah, however, another one of them is coming up behind him. He just didn't quite manage to get in range. So
Yeah, that
they're going to
won't
use
hit.
their action to dash. He gets on the other side of you. 5, 10,
Oh, okay.
20, 25, 30. The other one, yeah, Dog's Body
Hello.
just manages to get to you and has got this giant axe out in front of them. But neither of them manage to attack, and so they don't use their reckless or anything like that. We go to Zeke Mistan, who is now conscious.
Ooh. Zeke's just gonna wake up and be like, I think she's just gonna be like, where, like, what's happened? Where is she? Like, her hair's probably gonna be matted in blood and sweat, and it's gonna be a absolute mess. I think she's gonna move
You look
up
around.
10.
You don't see Dog's Body. You don't see Zeros.
No. I think she'd just be desperate to find Zeros and to find out what's going on. So I think, she'll move up 30 up to there.
Okay, when you go running past Ismark, he's like, Zeke, no! And like he's like calling out, but you just run past him. You can see the flames and the smoke and the shadows of the Wicker Man, the last place that you saw Zeros. And you can see all these like screaming barbarians and druids running out of it. Jesper's now completely surrounded. One of them's run up to Dog's Body, who looks really badly hurt. What's the plan?
I think she's going to see that Jesper's in trouble, and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at the Berserker that's behind him.
Okay, sounds good, yeah.
Nice. So a ranged spell attack, here we gizzity go. Well, that's a nat 1, so that works really well.
Why is Zeke so cursed?
She's so cursed. How?
You roll
It's a
so well.
cantrip.
The last 3 months that we haven't done Strahd, you have been rolling fine. First day back
You
on
are
Strahd,
literally
and
the
this.
most cursed. Zeke's the most cursed character to ever exist in D&D.
Curse of Strahd, it's Curse of Zeke. Fuck me.
Just stay
Oh
down. Just stay down.
Just listen to the nice dog and stay back.
The ice just comes out of your hands and just, your vision's all blurred and it just sails into the night. Just feel all the strength and energy from your body.
I think she'd just be screaming like, "Where's Zeros? Where's Zeros?" Just like, just desperate
Yeah,
at this point.
yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. Oh, that roll couldn't have been more perfect. Like it's so hideously awful. Right. Okay.
Consistently awful
guess-
at dice rolling.
I guess if you had just been knocked unconscious and rattled a bit as you were carried away from
Yeah.
a big fight, you'd wake up and be a bit like, whoa, I'm not on my A game here.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's
I
what
can't
it
just have
was.
perfect aim straight away.
I mean, how would you feel, Chris Trot? Shook around a bit, smell like a dog, woke it up, everything's on fire.
I mean,
cute.
yeah, still rolled a fucking 1.
Irina, I know, it's so funny. Irina moves past Rose. Rose, when she moves past you, Irina is just like, Ross, I don't know what we should. I fear that this may be too far gone. We may need to get out of here. And she'll run up behind
We need to go.
her brother.
We have to go.
And she'll just pull out her rapier and is like tugging onto Ismark's, just like, we need to try and rescue as many of them as they can, but we can't stay. That fire is going to bring worse things here. We need to leave now. And that's all she's going to say. Rose, what do you want to do?
Weep. No, I'm gonna move forward 30 and can I cast Hail of Thorns at 2nd level, and I'd like to target just to the side of the I want to basically hit the 3 in a line that Jesper's next to. If I strike
Yeah.
slightly
Off the
behind
range?
the one in the middle, it's my normal shot, so 150 feet, I think.
Oh, but then is it all the top? So what's the area of effect though? Like read out the spell.
It's within 5 feet. Any target within 5 feet of where I hit must make a dex
Okay,
save.
so here's the problem, right? If it's the target that you hit, you have to hit one of the creatures around Jesper, and he will be no matter which creature you hit.
Okay, I won't do it then.
He is within 5 feet of that
I
target,
will
unfortunately.
just shoot 2 shots at the berserker that has come around the other side.
Yeah, so he's behind Jesper. Yep, that's the one that Zeke was trying to shoot at.
Jesper.
Yep.
19 to hit on the first one.
That hits.
And that might not. 12 to hit on the second.
The 12 does not, but the first one does. So the first arrow thuds in, and then the second one he manages to kind of throw himself to the side, avoiding the second arrow.
So 10 damage for that, and I would like to just yell, Jasper, get out of there! And that is my turn, and I will probably encourage Zeke to back off too. He's near me.
Okay. Ismark, sensing that, the plan here is to kind of flee and that Zeke is kind of distraught, he's actually going to... I can't grasp him. Oh, there we go. He's going to move up to Zeke, and he's going to try and grab Zeke. He's going to try and literally physically wrestle Zeke and, grab her. So, Zeke, you can contest this if you think Zeke would. This would be athletics or acrobatics for you.
Yeah, I'd like to contest it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's the nat 20.
Oh god, Ismark. Ismark is the lesser. What'd you get?
11 total.
Total. Is that 11? So with acrobatics or athletics?
They're all 0, so...
They're all 0. I rolled a 3. Plus 3 is 6. So he goes to grab you, and Zeke, you're just like, no, get off. Like, you shove him off and pull yourself free as he's just like, Zeke, no! And he doesn't manage to grab you, basically. Yeah, he literally fails. Yes,
like an eel.
I want to die.
Let me die! Let me die with Xeros! So Tom and I can make new characters together.
Jesper's going to disengage.
Okay, that's your action.
Yep. I believe. Oh, I just want to use the dash action. Never mind. Okay. I have 30 feet of movement. So where shall I go? 40 feet of movement, apparently.
Okay. Yep.
Ow. All right.
You have the mobile feat.
Yeah. All right. Nice.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've played these characters.
5, 10.
Yeah, they don't get any
15,
attacks opportunity because
20,
you are
25,
disengaging.
30, 35, 40. I'm going to stand in front of Zeke. And with my sun sword, it's no use. We have to leave Zeke. We have to go.
Okay.
He's gone.
Oh.
End of your turn.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm doing.
How far can they get? Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 20-foot cube. Rose, Ismark,
see-
Zeke, and Jesper. Yes?
Did we see Zeros
Can
go
you see-
down? Would Dog's Body have seen
The
Zeros
only
go down?
no,
Has he
Dog's
just-
Body was running the other way. The only one
Hmm.
who might have seen it is Jesper, and there's so much fire and smoke. Like Zeros was on the other side of this fallen statue, and I think with all the debris, all the smoke, all the fire, I looked at his passive perception and I thought I don't think he would be able to see this. It's like heavily
feel
obscured
like-
by smoke.
I feel like knowing Zeros and seeing that there's no fighting or shouting.
Maybe, yeah,
we
that's
can
fine.
probably
Yeah, you
assume
can
it's
think
bad.
that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He might just be dying. You don't know. But if you want to assume he's dead, by all means. I need Ismark,
yes.
Rose, Zeke, and Jesper
alive.
to all make saving
Dead.
throws, strength saving throws, as the area of ground beneath you begins erupting in vines and thorns and earthen grasps.
What type of
as one
saving
the druids pass- strength saving throw, please. Ismark passes.
15?
15.
That
Rose
enough?
passes. Zeke.
6.
Yes, on a 7. Jesper and Zeke, you are bound by these vines and these earthen kind of like hands that grip you, holding you in place.
It's no use. Ah! Don't go. Shit.
10,
Yeah.
15, 20.
It's time to go. Shit.
Follow me.
Oh man.
Yep. Yep. You are, both of you are, by the way, this is an entangle spell. You are currently restrained. You can use your action to make a strength check to try and break free on your turn. However, before that happens, a kind of volley of 4 conjured flames all come in Jesper's direction. These all have advantage.
What?
You're the one in front.
Jesper?
You're the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in front.
I did.
In theory, I will do them
embroiled.
individually because they might go for Zeke, but like Jesper is literally in front of Zeke, which is why I'm targeting him. So
Right,
this
If
is
this
what
ever
he's
gets
want.
animated into like a broody,
Dog's body's
gritty
fighting one of the
animated
guys.
cartoon, don't listen to the commentary by us.
No, don't.
Yeah.
I've got my own
This is
problems,
the
Tom.
shit
Shut
bit.
up. You're dead.
The first one, by the way, was a natural 20. So
Oh.
it's 14 points of
Oh
fire
my
damage.
god.
I'm
Will you
down.
just stop now?
Oh, you're
down.
Down.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is against Zeke then. The next one is against Zeke. 14.
14. Yeah, that'll hit. Yep.
Yep. 3 points of fire damage.
Oh, there we go.
The next one is against Zeke for 16 to hit.
Yep.
3 points of fire damage.
Oh, it's getting spicy now, boys.
Are you still up?
1.
Oh, well, okay, that's 17 to hit on the next one.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Fire damage.
Yep.
So while they're trapped
down.
by these roots, these flames just engulf both Jesper and Zeke as they drop
Oh.
down.
Tom's
and then
being a
attention is drawn
smug little
to
shit
Dog's body.
because he's not the
I'm not
only one
being
who's
smug
going to
shit.
die here.
Dog's body.
I love that everyone is going down in flames. That is such a Zeros ending.
Take us all with me.
Dog's body.
Ah. I don't know what to do. I knew what I was going to do, and then they all got fucked. So this bro who's having a pop at me, how fucked up does he? How messed up does he look?
I mean, he looks injured. All 3 of these kind of like muscular berserkers definitely. Well, one of them actually looks mostly unharmed. The one fighting you is definitely, he's got like arrows and blood marks and scorch marks all over his body. He definitely has been injured. I'd say he's he's bloodied, under half health.
If Dog's Body wants to make a nice heroic sacrifice, and I've got two trains of thought. One, go over to the gang and get them out of the vines so that they can scurry along. Or two, try and attract everybody onto him to pile on to the old dog's body and leave them alone so they can escape. And I don't know which action to go for. Because I'm guessing if I was
whatever you choose to do.
If I so just because I'm a bit rusty, if I disengage, that's an action, right? And
Yes,
then
disengaging is an action.
But then I'd need another action to get all the vines off of everybody. Okay.
And you'd be able to
So
only
I could
free one
risk-
character.
I could risk
You
getting
wouldn't be able
hit,
to
but I have
free-
8 hit
you wouldn't-
points.
Yeah, you could risk like taking the opportunity attack, but I'll put it this way as well. It's an action to free one of the characters from the vines. You can't free them both with a single action.
And then, so my other idea is maybe just to attract everyone onto me, but I don't know that they'd go for that.
You can try. To try and intimidate check, to try and lure them onto you. You could, I don't know. You could also just try and kill this guy. Maybe that will like draw their ire if they see you as a big threat.
First of all, I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's also true.
19 again. So 18.
Pass.
So it's fine. I think I've got advantage.
That would have been nice though, because that would have taken all of your choice away from you, and then you would have just been like, "Well, I'm gonna fight this guy because he's the closest enemy. I can't help it." Now it's on Kim.
Yeah. I know. I want to do the thing that buys the party most time. So what will buy the party the most time? Smashing that nice gem up. There's a very because have they picked up this gem that's over here? That's on the.
They haven't actually. No, they've been so enraged by the parties. I use the air quotes because this is not on Jesper, Rose, or Dog's body. But I am gonna I'm gonna say the word the party. They are enraged by your actions that they are just like they want blood. They want lots and lots of blood. They are furious at what has happened.
But they might be distracted by the gem. So.
Yeah, I mean. You've not seen everything that goes on, but the only thing is I think that Dog's body would have seen the gem come out of the statue. I don't know if Dog's body knows how important the gem is, but it's definitely something that he can see.
Okay, I would like.
Decision.
I don't know if this is going to work, so screw it.
Sure.
Big heroic sacrifice. Dog's body in his head, he wants to try and get them all to turn away from the party and pay attention to him. And also, in his heart, he wants to know what happened to Zeros and if Zeros is, like, bleeding out back there. So, I don't know exactly the mechanics of this, but I'd like to start running. If I can do, like, a movement and a dash, like, so move 80 feet or whatever it takes to get to that.
You can do that. You can absolutely do that. You will risk at least one attack. No, two opportunity attacks you will risk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, it could be. This could be the worst. You know what? He's fucking dumb and he's angry and he's blood frenzying.
Yeah,
he's gonna do it.
I love it.
So I would like to start running. And
from
as
the
he's
barbarian
running,
in front
I
of
want
you.
him to. Yeah, I want him to be howling and like just like screaming like at them. Come on, have a go, you fucking pricks! Just like proper like really trying to get them.
You kind of
all eyes
try
on
and
him.
shove this barbarian and run forward, screaming at them. The axe, you feel it bite into your back. Let's see if you take oh my god, I think you're actually going to survive the damage here.
Did you roll 50?
You take
Higher than 15?
No, I did not roll higher than 15. No, but I could have nearly done that.
Okay.
You're going to take 7 points of damage as the axe bites into your back. You continue running. As you pass one of these druids, it tries to swipe at you with a quarterstaff. Go on.
7 points of what damage?
Oh, it would be halved. So yeah, you take 3.
3.
Because it was slashing and it was from a non-magical weapon. One of these druids does try and hit you with a quarterstaff. This thing, however, is with thick glowing vines, green glowing vines. That's a 15 to hit.
Exactly.
That's going to be 8, but you don't half it because it's magical.
If If it was 4, I'd
Unconscious.
still be up. I'd still be up if it was 4. Let me have it, Mark.
you
Let me
get
have my heroic
just
moment.
past the druid. You take the biting kind of steel in the back, you kind of surge through it, and then as you turning, this glowing green wooden staff just kind of strikes you across the chest, and one of the thick thorns, you just feel it kind of go into the chest. You stumble. The last thing is you kind of take another step forward. You just see the smoke in the background, and you're pretty sure you can see a kind of, blackened draconic form laying amidst the wood. And then
What if I zigzagged
unconscious.
so I was out of the range of that quarterstaff?
So here's the thing: you would have gone. You were here. You could have gone. In fact, actually, if you did the movement, you could have gone round this way. And then from there. But here's the thing: so you've got 80 feet of movement, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, actually, you can make it. You can do it without it.
Yeah.
I had assumed you'd go this way, where you would get an opportunity attack from this guy, but this way you can actually get round to here. 35, 40,
Yeah.
And then 80 feet, yeah, you can get to here. Yeah, you can do it, actually. Yeah, if you'd gone that way.
Yeah.
That was my fault for assuming.
I'd
your
imagine
movement.
it as like his kind of like he's just almost his primordial senses, like wolf senses. He's just dodging and diving and like just screaming and screaming, like trying to get all their eyes on him. And then he's just gonna pick up the gem in the darkness and just lift it, and scream, "I will destroy this!"
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
That's me.
Zeros, you're dead. This definitely draws ire from at least some of these warriors. They charge at you with a reckless abandon, seemingly not caring if you're going to destroy this gem, with their weapons running free. And 2 of them at least come flying towards you. Reckless attacks. That's going to hit. That's 24 to hit. That's going to be 7, 8, 9 points, half to 4. Unconscious or still conscious?
Nope. Got 1.
Got 1. Second attack from the other one with advantage is a 18 to hit. For 13, half to 6 points.
As I go down, can I give Rose a big wolfy, toothy grin and a wink, and just shout, "I die a free man," and then go down.
The sword kind of goes up through into the chest. I think that on death you revert to your humanoid form, right? So like we see the kind of wolf shape begin to like stretch and shrink back as this ragged werewolf turns back into a man as he collapses to the ground. The last remaining
can you
berserker...
stop dying and then saying something to my character specifically that then means that I've got to... This is twice now, come on!
I would have said it to Jesper or Zeke, but they're a bit unconscious right now, and I'm not wasting it on that.
It's fair. It's fair.
I can't wink at someone who's unconscious.
So for the sake of fairness, Kim, your action, all 3 of the berserkers would have rushed you. The second one drops you. The last one, very similar to Zeros, brings this club down on your head. 2 death saving throws, auto failed. As this big skull crushing crunch comes down as the 3 of them rush down towards you. Zeke, it's a death saving throw time, my friend.
Woo, here we go.
Woo!
4.
Fail.
Failure.
Fail. Would you expect anything different?
Yep.
There's...
Irina just calls out, I have no more magic. I cannot heal them. We have to go. And is like calling, Ismark, Rose, who do we save? Get the sword. Save Jesper. And she
Get
will
Jesper
basically...
up! Get him out, and I can heal him!
I have no healing. I have nothing to
Get
heal
him
him
out!
with.
I have healing! I have healing!
Okay, she will, with her strength of 9, attempt to break the vines free. Oh, she actually does. 17 minus
yeah.
1, 16. Irina, like, pulling these vines away, manages to pull Jesper free of the entangling vines and is dragging his body out, basically. Rose.
I would like to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on Jesper, please.
Cool. You'll have to move up to him because it's touch. So
That's
you can
fine.
move up to there. Yep. Cure Wounds.
8, 9, 10, 14 healing to Jesper, and then I will spend the rest of my turn I will grab Jesper by the arm and just say, we have to go, there's no other option now, and start pulling him towards, probably into the forest, because she knows she can try and lose people in there, but she can still find her way. So
Yep,
she'll probably grab
You'll kind of,
Jesper
move
and
to
try
the
and
other
move.
side. Yeah, you can move at half speed, so you only really get him about 5 feet into the woods, but you're starting to pull him in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, can I take my movement and then expect Jesper to follow, I guess?
Yeah, if you don't want to drag him, you
on-
can just leave him there and then start moving in. So you'd go 5, 10 to heal him, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so you can get about 10 feet into the woods, and you can see Ismark and Jesper and Irina calling to you. Ismark will he'll try and break Ziki free. He breaks the vines off of Ziki, but that's all he can do. That's his action, is to break them free. Sorry guys, my Roll20 keeps messing up as well. There's something weird about Curse of Strahd where it causes my Chrome to crash. This game is very, very cursed. But that's pretty much all Ismark can do on his turn, is just literally break Ziki free. Jesper.
He's gonna run towards the fire.
Okay.
No, he's not.
I love
He's
it.
not doing that. He's
Oh
not doing
no,
that.
please. It'd be amazing. I can still save them.
He's not Dog's body. He's going to heed the words of Rose and start running. However, before he does, because he's next to Ziki, is going to Cure Wounds her
Sure.
at 4th level,
Oh.
which is a 15.
15 hit points.
Deal with that. And then I run.
Action to cure Ziki.
Thank you.
And
Move bonus
20.
action.
30, 40. Run away.
Okay.
Wait.
Run away.
Probably more this way. Yeah, not that way.
Sure.
Yeah. Come!
The druid,
We have to
who
go.
are still standing, move in. They move in for the kill. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10.
That's right. Well,
Oh no.
All of these druids are like covered in cuts and like slashes and burn marks. One of them raises his hand and a thunderous cube of force. Ziki, Irina, and Ismark all need to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh, come on!
Oh my god! Oh, Ree.
I know I'm dead, but this is giving me life.
Oh.
Ismark and Ziki. Ziki, I need you to take some damage. You take 12 thunder damage as this cube of force sends you flying 10 feet back. 5, 10. 10.
Jesus Christ.
Irina manages to kind of like throw herself to the side when she does so. Oh my god. That's from
Jesus
this
Christ.
one. This one technically here. One of them, Rose, is going to try and throw fire at you as it sees you escape into the woods. You'll have some cover against this. That's a 11 to hit with a +2
No.
to your AC. It's not going to hit. So the fire kind of like impacts on a tree. The other one is going to try and would they wouldn't really recognize Irina for what she is. So we'll probably try to hit Irina with a quarterstaff. That's a hit. That's going to be 10 points of damage to Irina. See, Irina takes a heavy blow, stumbling to the side, bloody. And then the last one is going to throw some fire at Zeke for an 11 to hit.
Nope.
Just manages to avoid it flying through the
2
air.
HP, right?
I'm 3, yeah.
3.
3 hit points. Dog's body. It's time for a big death save. If you roll a 20,
So if I roll a fucking 20,
if you
okay.
roll a 20, you're on
Um,
1 hit point, dude. Like,
do I like add anything to this? Like 20 aside,
No.
is it just a straight roll?
one straight roll. 9 or lower, Dog's body dies. It is, isn't it? It is an actual 20, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I rolled it! I rolled it! It was a 20! It was a 20!
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh my
I rolled
god!
a dice.
I rolled a 20!
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my
The
god.
terrible nat ones that Zeke sacrificed.
Yeah, it's amazing. So you see Dog's body, you kind of, you know, this animalistic urge to survive, this bestial heart. You feel like your arm, your back, your body is broken and battered and bruised, but somehow you suck in a breath. You're lying face down in the mud. It kind of almost chokes on some of the mud that comes in your mouth. And you can see these 3 barbarians turning away from you and heading back down the hill, where you can see, just in this bleary vision, you can see figures beginning to flee into the woods. What do you do?
I think.
Rolls at the start of the turn, yeah. So this is, you have a whole turn.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I have a healer's kit on me, but I don't know if
That's
that would
a
do anything.
action to use, and it doesn't give you hit points.
Okay.
It literally can only stabilize the dead. We went through
Just
this last time.
stabilizes me.
Yeah.
I think. How badly do I want to die?
Wow.
No,
I would say,
think
by the way,
Dog's
at
body.
the point, the barbarians don't know you're there, so any attacks against them would have advantage. But yeah, they are unaware that you are.
Is
They
the-
think they've killed you.
Yeah. Is the gem doing anything in my hand? Like, is the...
It probably fell
Yeah.
out of your hand when you went unconscious. Like, it's probably like lying a few, like, you know, maybe a foot out of your reach. It looks partially broken. It's like a big crack down the middle of it.
Could I reach? Is it within reach? Like, could I quietly reach
I will
for
tell
it
you
and
this:
still pretend
if
I'm
you
dead?
reach for that gem, they are going to know you're alive. If you take any action, like moving or getting up, that you could try a stealth roll, and maybe you can get it when they're turned away from you. So I'd say, yeah, you can make a stealth check to try and take it, or sleight of hand. It would be sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Oh, so stealth is 4, sleight of hand is 1. I'm gonna
'Cause
play it
stealth
safe,
is more like
and I'm
moving. This is like swiping it
Yeah.
without being noticed.
gonna play it safe and do that good old dog trick. Play dead.
Play
I'm
dead,
just gonna
yeah.
play dead.
Nice.
Wait.
Yeah.
The berserkers, thinking that you are dead,
Unbelievable.
basically charge down the hill. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Apologies to headphone users, by the way. I lost the run of myself there slightly.
That's alright.
And then they will basically spend their action. One of them will dash into the woods, trying to chase after Rose. One of them dashes up to Zeke and Ismark. And then the other one is going to dash up to Irina. And that's their whole turn, is to just basically charge down the hill. Zeke.
Oh man. This is gonna be tricky. Okay. What do I do? What do I
Tom's
do?
so mad. He's just like, they're supposed to die with me.
I can't believe how many people were downed and are now back
gone
up
back
again
up.
and running away.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually close that they're going to survive this.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know,
natural
man.
20.
I'm...
And natural fucking 20, man. Holy
I-
shit.
I can't. I
Holy-
I
genuinely.
literally said it. I literally was like, if you roll in that 20, oh boy, and you fucking did.
I've already got
Zeke.
my other character sheet up, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know.
What's the plan, Zeke?
I think she's gonna be in like an absolute whirlwind of mess right now. Like, she doesn't know where her brother is. She's gonna be like so immensely guilty about everything. Like, everybody's like almost died. I think she's gonna move up and help protect Irina. So she's gonna move up next to her and cast. What should we do? What's gonna be fun? What's a fun spell to cast? Let's do.
Right. I'm gonna say one thing, Zeke. There is a big, scary-looking man standing over you and his mark, because he moved up.
Oh, very
One of the
true.
Barbarians charged down the hill, so you can stay where you are. Don't forget, you can cast spells. You're currently prone as well. You and his mark were knocked to the ground by the thunder wave. You can still cast spells. If you can stand up, but if you move more than 5 feet away from him, then he'll get an opportunity attack from you.
All right.
You could move here, and which is just to the south of the barbarian and next to one of these druids. But you'd still be next to the other guys, basically.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll stay there then.
Okay.
And I'll cast infestation on the one of the guys near Irina. Let's see, maybe
so
the
there
berserker. I'll
are
go for the...
2 druids and then the berserker.
Let's do the berserker. Why not?
Okay.
Let's do some
Sure.
of that. So
So
there's
what do I
a
do for
con
this?
save throw, 14.
Con on the barbarian, yeah, on the berserker.
Uh-huh.
That's a 2. Plus 3 is 5.
Sweet! Awesome. So that is a 1d6 of poison damage, and it moves 5 feet in a random direction on a d4.
Oh,
Do-do-do-do-do. So that's
And then
full
damage?
damage, hello. And then a
6 points of
d4
damage.
for the direction.
Well, hey, is this a cantrip, Zeke?
It is, yeah.
What level? You're level 5, you guys? Are you guys level 5? or
Level
7?
7.
So that's 2d6. So you actually, because
2d6.
cantrips go up. Yeah.
Be true. So 9 damage.
So 9 points of damage. And then,
And then it
moves in a
moves-
random direction. So what's that? The d4.
West, 5 feet.
West 5 feet. Okay, so he moves a step to the side, away from Irina. So you see him like,
Wow.
oh, what is this? These creatures! Like stumbles to the side, away from Irina. Irina would actually get an opportunity attack against him as well when he does that, which she will take. Which she hits. That's going to be 8 points of damage to that guy. So as he stumbles away, Irina manages to like with her rapier, and it just like catches him in the back as he stumbles away, like
I think.
anything else
I think she then. I think she turned to Irina and just go like, "Just run, go."
Okay, sure.
And that'll be it. Yeah.
Taking your advice, and with no more spell slots, Irina will at least try to help out a little bit. She'll target one of the druids beside her with her rapier for a hit, and deal 7 points of damage, which will, if I go to the druids, one of them, who was very heavily injured as it was, collapses to the ground, like gasping at their throat. And then Irina will... Actually, no, she won't do that, because then she can't disengage. So she will disengage instead. I will give that man his hit points back. And she will just disengage and book it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's her turn. Yeah, she's just like... She's not like... She kind of looks at Zeke, and with a mixture of fear, but also sensing that... Not a fear of her own death, but of something greater. She just nods and then just runs after Rose and Jasper into the woods. Rose, a scary man has run up to you in the woods,
Can I
brandishing
please?
a big sword.
Can I disengage and run?
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going I'm going off here.
Yep.
There-ish.
Just
And
deeper,
just
like
keep going
further back to where
into-
you came, but in the woods. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to kind of go into the woods. Yeah, and
Okay,
make
if
sure
you go,
that
like, this
Jesper
way,
is
then
following.
it's deeper into the woods.
Yeah, I don't know how I can't get that far on the map, but
Yeah,
consider
no, that's
me.
fine. Yeah, you're going
that
deeper
way.
into the woods, though. Basically, that's the most important fact. is
I'm
you're
trying to
get
lose them
lost in the
by
woods.
using.
Yeah,
I'm using the terrain to my advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ismark the Lesser, seeing Irina running into safety, Zeke, you just hear a kind of like a, very well, Irina, run! And then he is just going to charge towards the closest. He's going to take an opportunity attack. He's just going to try and engage as many of them as possible, so that if they run away, he'll get an attack opportunity against them. And he's just going to run in, opportunity attack against him. That is going to miss as it strikes the back of his armor, ripping free metal plates. And then with a flail and a battle axe, he just spins around like a dervish, trying to strike as many of them as possible. His first attack, the barbarian parries. His second one towards the druid impacts heavily. You see the kind of flash of blood as the druid is sent sprawling to the ground. This silvered flail just crushing his skull. And then his third attack back on the barbarian is kind of just rakes against his armor, causing the battle axe to scrape down a thick red line appearing on the barbarian's chest. For another 9 points of damage. And that is Ismark's go. Jesper.
Jesper is going to just kind of soak in the whole cinematics of it all, seeing everybody tangled up, Dog's body and Zeros missing, presumed dead.
Yeah, missing in action, presumed dead.
Everything, lots of fire, lots of injuries. And is just going to keep pushing through the woods.
Yeah.
Kind of making sure Irina is in his line of sight as well.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So he's not going to go and just kind of like making sure everyone kind of groups up and makes their way through the forest together, I think.
Yeah.
Hoping for the best from Ismark. He's like seeing him in the very distance behind some trees, engaging. It's like, but, you know... I mean, he's going to do
like
that
in a similar way to Dog's Body, right? Like Dog's Body tried to run and engage as many of them as possible. Ismark's just trying to buy you time to get away.
Yes. So
Sure.
yeah, Jesper's just slinking into the forest, licking his wounds, sort of thing.
Okay.
That's all he's going to do.
All right. In this case, the remaining creatures, sensing that at least some of their prey is going to get away, are going to focus on the ones that they hate most, which is definitely the Dragonborns in this case. Yeah. Ismark is surrounded by several of them. So is Zeke. I'm just going to... Technically, the barbarians don't get to move, but the druids do. So, each of the druids... Do they have any other melee attacks? I don't think they do they? Zeke, one of the druids moves up to you, and you feel a similar burst of thunderous force. I need you to make, what is this, Constitution saving throw? Yep, Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 12.
A 12 is just enough. You're going to take half damage, I believe. Successful save, you take half damage and isn't pushed. This is at second level. So half of 18 is 9 points of thunder damage.
Yeah, easily down. Easily down.
So this blast of force, even though you managed to kind of resist stumbling back, the concussive force just kind of sends you sprawling to the ground. As the druid's just like, yeah, another dragon has been slain. Slay them all, my brothers and sisters. We shall have our revenge. Meanwhile,
Did we,
Ismark is
out of
down.
curiosity, did we in the woods hear them shout that the two dragons had been slain?
Another dragon is dead. Yeah, you hear another dragon is slain, my brothers and sisters. You hear it echoing through the woods. The
As
other
I go
druids then
down.
descend on Ismark. Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Can I say, I die with my brother. I hope he will rot in hell. And then just...
You just collapse to the ground.
I hope they don't. That's where I'm going.
Hey, I don't know.
Ismark is pummeled by these druids with these glowing quarterstaffs, are just like pummeling him, and he's fighting so many. He's trying to parry and defend himself, but every time he turns, one of them hits him in the side. He turns to face that one, they jab him in the ribs. Like they just pummel the crap out of him. I think he'd already taken some damage in the previous fight as well. So that's going to be 10 and 6.
You're not getting that achievement.
He's
then.
still standing, but you can just hear him just like kind of just getting beaten on by these druids. Wow, that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the 3 remaining ones. Dog's body. What do you do, my brother? This is Dog's body. Just you can hear all of this. You can see it.
Fetal position, cry. Can I grab this gem?
Yes.
And just pull it towards me, and I don't know. Dog's body doesn't know what it is. He saw one in Zeki's forehead.
Gem.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Where Raven said something about the power of life. And he's just gonna whisper with all like his energy in his heart, just please help. And is there still like a giant fire raging in front of him?
Behind him now. So like where you are, yeah, like if
I
you
know.
kind of turn your head away from the fight with your friends and those who are escaping, if you look behind you, yeah, this giant wicker statue is still burning. It's smoldering away, and you can see the various bodies scattered throughout it.
Dog's body is going to try and escape, but I think I'm kind of thinking that I would like to like use the fire as kind of like a bit of camouflage, like kind of
To, like move around it and
I
get
guess
behind into the stone circle.
yeah, and almost try and go opposite where all the fighting is.
Yeah,
I
that'd
think
literally
he does
be
wanna
like
go into the
moving
tree.
around the.
Yeah,
basically be moving
would he
around
have
the Wickham
seen-
statue into the stone circle.
Yeah. Would he have seen people escaping into the woods? Would he have seen like?
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
he's
I
too
think
busy
that you would
rolling
have
around in
just
the dirt.
caught like you would have caught Irina and Jesper basically trailing off into there.
Okay. So yeah, I kind of want to move, like, if we're looking at the map, sort of clockwise around the fire, but then sort of tail off towards the east,
Okay.
where he
Well, it's
sort of the kind of
half
vague
movement
direction
to
he
stand
saw.
up. It's half movement to
Okay.
stand up, so you can go 5 without going into the fire. 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, I wanna go
So
in
you
the
can get
fire.
to about here, and then you could dash another 40 feet. 30 feet, because you're slowed again. So you'd be here. You're not in werewolf form. 5, 10.
Yeah.
15, 20, 25. You can basically hop over this stone wall. Like, you're bleeding, you're aching, but with all of your strength, you manage to kind of skirt round the Wicker Man, pull yourself over this kind of crumbling waist-high wall, and you just kind of slump on the ground, like all of your energy spent as you finish your turn, clutching this gem. And it's when you get onto the other side, you look over, and there is just the still body of Xeros, partially blackened by flame. You can just see these hideous wounds, like these gaping, huge cuts, like his body has been butchered. And you just see it as you kind of catch your breath and slump on the other side of the wall, the sound of fighting still echoing over the hill. That's your
And
turn.
I'm guessing he's like super duper dead. Like,
You look at him and there's no way he survived. The body looks butchered. Like, cuts of him have been, like, ripped out. His skull has been bashed in. One of his horns is completely broken. You know, it's, like, dented his skull where the clubs come
All
down.
right. Fucking hell.
what pissed you off recently?
Burning a tree, a wicker tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I can't decide whether or not to use my action to move further away because I'm just so aware that I'm very, very in danger. But I also kind of want to like put Xeros in the fire so he can, you know, cremate.
You are
and
out of
have
actions
some
this
sort of.
turn. You are out
I'm
of
out of
actions.
actions,
That is
am I?
your fault.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you moved
am I?
and then dashed to get out of line of sight. So
Okay.
that'd be
yeah.
your whole
okay.
turn, yeah.
Sorry, the
'Cause
map
you had
scale
the
is
half
throwing me off.
movement from standing up. Yeah, no, so you had half
Yeah,
movement to
the-
stand up. Your normal movement
Mhm.
would have got you like just it would have basically got you like here. So if they turned
Yeah,
around, they'd still see you. So
They'd see
my
me,
assumption
yeah,
is that
so I
you'd
think
want to basically get to
hiding,
the other
yeah.
side so you're out of sight basically. Yeah.
In
so you
terms
just
of
look over.
role play, I know it's not strictly mechanical. Can I just crawl over to Xeros's body and just sort of
We'll say that
I
you
don't
are
know,
on your
probably
way.
just
You're like
yeah, just start.
crawling over to him as your turn ends.
Yeah.
After Dog's body, the remaining barbarians move up to a Zeke corpse and also strike out at Ismark. I'll roll for the attack on Ismark. Yeah, that's a hit. Whoop. And that's going to be 9 more points of damage to Ismark. Zeke, you're unconscious. You don't see the two barbarians looming over your body, and just like they did to your brother, stab down. When Zeke fully dies, when Zeke's third death saving throw triggers, there is an eruption of fire. An explosion that extends out and catches pretty much everybody, narrowly missing Irina, but does catch Ismark. It is like a column of fire erupts from her body as the screaming face of some sort of devil emerges. It erupts. It incinerates pretty much all of the druids who are all on low health. I will roll to see if any of the barbarians survive. That's a success. I'll do as if this is a fireball. 26 points of damage. At least one of the barbarians and all of the druids are incinerated in this fire. 2 of them stumble out, half scorched, badly burnt by these flames, as this inhuman, deep-voiced screech just erupts. And yeah, that's what happens as this enormous eruption of fire explodes outwards. Ismark also appears to. Ismark is thrown backwards by the flame and does not move. He gets like thrown back into the woods and just like slams against a tree. His like body all blackened, probably half of his face where he's tried to turn away, completely, Harvey Two-Faced, or like twisted, melted flesh. As he gets thrown backwards. We are basically out of initiative, unless you guys want to go back for certain things. Because there are still 2 barbarians surviving. We'll stay in initiative for now. But yeah, that's Zeke. When you die, when you fully die, the last thing you hear, there's a moment where there's almost you can feel this kind of these shadows trying to kind of surround you, trying to keep your soul in this place. But there is something else at work. You can see red chains connecting you to a shadowy version of your brother's body, and they are broken. And as they are broken, you feel this intense heat kind of through your soul explode outwards. You hear only the faintest whisper of the mist-like figures that had surrounded you. You have failed us. Your brother has ruined everything. And then you feel yourself pulled away. When you remember the pain of the wounds. You remember the burning heat through your body. When you open your eyes again, you see Xeros. Xeros, you remember the pain of the blows, of the weapons, your body being butchered. And then you open your eyes and you see Zeke. You see each other's faces. But you are not in Barovia. Instead, around you are deep red skies filled with burning rain, mountains bone white, skull-like faces etched into their very mountainous nature, and you can hear the terrible roar of war. You are no longer in Barovia. Xeros, this is a place that you have seen once before. As you stand in the plain of Avernus. However, I'm afraid that it is not perhaps as cool an ending as your forms begin to change and twist.
Oh, here we go.
Souls born back in Avernus do not remain in their normal state, especially souls that have been corrupted and turned evil. I just need to check something here. Because I am basically picking this up as I go.
What am I going to be?
So,
a flunk?
well, you served Asmodeus fairly faithfully. What's an applicable devil?
1 out of 3 objectives passed.
Well, still. He sees value in you, so you would not have to come back as the lowest form.
Lemure.
Yeah. Your bodies begin to shift and change. Xeros, the spikes and spines of your draconic form change. From your kind of the lower part of your jaw, these great tendrils begin to form, spiked and shaped. Your muscles begin to twist and shape into more defined forms. Your eyes turn a thick black as you become a bearded devil. Zeki's transformation is far more dramatic. Her form shrinks, the draconic feminine features vanishing away as she becomes a small, twisted, devilish little figure, the size of, perhaps a small child. Evil, fiendish wings extend from her back and a long scorpion tail. But her eyes remain the same pale blue that they always were, as you are now both reborn as devils in the service of Asmodeus. Your souls, his, by definition of contract.
God damn. God damn.
The last
Had
thing
it
you
coming.
would hear.
It seems that neither of you were up to my expectations. And now Strahd may escape my little ploy. Still, 2 new servants for Avernus. I will find a good place for you to work yet.
And that is the last we hear of the Dragonborn siblings.
Shit. Shit.
Fake deal for the devil, man. It doesn't always end very well. As Zeki, you become an imp, and Xeros is left
Nice.
as a bearded devil. serving Avernus.
I mean, I feel like I got a better end of this deal than Zeki did, I'll be honest.
Yeah. By binding her, as a point, as long as Xeros was alive and the contract was still in place, Zeki wouldn't have been able to be killed, because the contract was that that Asmodeus would protect Zeki. You made that part of your deal that he would protect Zeki. As soon as Xeros died, the contract was null, but all of her actions under the contract and under everything else basically condemned her soul alongside yours. If anything, you do get to stay together. There is perhaps only the smallest bit of solace, is that you are now together forever, but both subjected to these new evil forms.
Together forever.
Nice. Together
We
forever.
win. We did it.
Yay!
Yay!
Meanwhile,
Poetic. Some might say.
back in the land of Val, Irina sees her brother thrown backwards and rushes to him. On her turn, she's like, Ismark! And then runs over. Even though there's the sound of the explosion, the fighting, she runs back and will try and stabilize Ismark. She succeeds with a medicine check of 13.
Wow.
Rose, you look back, you can see Irina has run to his body. You can see 2 of these barbarians staggering, smoking and smoldering, lurching around in the aftermath of the explosion. What do you do?
Can I take a couple of shots at the one that's getting closer to Arena and Ismark?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Please.
Yeah. Roll them individually because these guys are low on hit points. You might kill one with the first one.
20 for the first one, not natural.
That hits. Yeah, that hits.
Can I bonus action Slayer's Prey that before I do?
Sure. Absolutely. Yep.
I just have to remind myself of
I think it's extra
how
damage.
things work.
Yeah,
it
that's
is. Okay, first of all, the main I rolled a 1 on that, so that's 5 damage from the arrow, and then it's a d6. So and 6 damage from Slayer's Prey.
Great. The arrow through the eye socket, and this smoldering, staggering corpse of a man just drops to the floor. Falls back down to the ground.
I'll switch my Slayer's Prey. We'll go on to the other guy, and I'll take a shot at him then, which is 14 plus 9.
That hits.
To hit. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage total.
Oh, not quite enough to drop him, but you see him stagger back. Like, no, Master Venge, I will serve the master. Ismark he blinks open. No, see, he's unconscious. He's stabilized. He's not actually been healed. Jesper.
I think Jesper is going to... There's one remaining, right? It's just staggering around.
Very heavily injured. You can see an arrow sticking out of his chest. He's one of his arms has almost been burnt off, and he's just staggering
And there's been an explosion. There's still fire on the floor. Is there still hazardous terrain over there? Or
I wouldn't say hazardous terrain. The explosion was like a fireball, so it has ignited some of the grass, but it's pretty much just incinerated it, and then it's just died down. Some of the trees around Ismark and Irina are burning, but I mean, this is gonna, it might start a forest fire, but you've got a bit of time before that really comes in.
I think he would have been observing this behind a tree, waiting for everyone to catch up. So he'll move up to Irina and Ismark.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, he can't really do much at range, considering his situation. No spells. He's got a dagger he can throw at them.
Sure. I mean, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, it's disadvantage, but you can throw it. You could just, through the woods.
Piss off.
Sure.
That's the first roll.
Give me a second one.
So, a 14.
Still hits.
Sweet.
So, D4 plus Dex.
7.
It's enough. He had 6 hit points left. The arrow right in the throat. And he just collapses.
Get away
to the
from
ground.
her. And he'll, if we're out of initiative.
And you are now out of initiative. Before we finish off with you guys, Dog's Body, as you're lying there crawling towards Zeros, you do hear a kind of voice in your mind.
Oh, a new one.
Long have I waited for one who is worthy. My spear hungers for blood, buried in these stones. Take it, rule these mountains, like the mighty warriors from the early days of the Whispering War. Warrior, survivor, beast, you are worthy.
Yeah, what about the rest of you guys?
I'm gonna call this new voice Bob. That'll be Bob. Nice to meet you, Bob.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm unaware of Dog's Body's situation, so I think I'm going to run over
Yeah,
to...
you think Dog's Body's dead, by the way. You last saw him, being butchered.
Run over to Zeke
Well,
and
it's
see
not
what
there,
remains of Zeke.
Zeke's eyes have become pure black. Her body lined with scorch marks in the symbol of Asmodeus.
What
Does
did
she
you
still
do?
have the gem on her head?
No, it has fallen. Like a gaping wound is left in her head, and the gem is on the ground beside her.
I'll pick that up.
Mhm.
What was this all for? What was this? What was this thing? I don't understand. Why? Why waste it all for this? And he'll just hold up the gem.
You can sense immense magic from the gem, Jesper. I mean, you're a bard. You're still connected to magic in the land. This thing radiates with the energy. When you were at the Wizard of Wines, the energy of the field, the land there resonates within this gemstone. You can feel the same connection. Whatever good land that exists in Barovia, this gem has created it.
He's gonna pocket that. Sleight of hand style.
Okay.
Can I can heal Ismark because he's still unconscious, isn't he?
He's
Or
unconscious, yeah.
did you? Yeah, I can cure
Yeah, Irina
wounds
could only
in
stabilize
Ismark.
him. Please do.
He gets 9 hit points.
9 hit points. One eye flutters open. The other one that's on like the burnt side of his face just is kind of sealed shut. But he kind of one eye flutters open as he like coughs up some blood. Like, what happened, Irina? And he's looking around and he sees his beloved sister. He's like, Irina, you're safe. What? Who survived?
Jesper, us. I haven't seen Dog's body. They said
Dog's
something
body.
about They said something about slaying both of the Dragonborn. I don't think either of them survived.
We cannot stay here. That flame, the fire. Strahd's minions will see it. We need to leave. Fast.
We should see if Dog's body is still here.
Do it quickly. Let me stand.
And he's
Okay.
kind of like pulling himself up with his weapons, and Irina's helping him up.
Go. You and Jesper find him quick. And then we must leave.
Yeah, I'd like to go and scout around the area in general because I have no idea where he is or if he's
You
still
guys
around.
aren't under any threat, so like you guys can just basically make your way up. You drag yourself up to where you saw him fall, and there is a load of blood on the ground, but you don't see any sign of Dog's body himself. You just see the smoldering pile of the Wicker Man, but it does maybe look like there are 2 shapes on the other side, 2 kind of humanoid shapes on the other side of the Wicker Man.
I'll say
I will go around.
I'll catch up.
Sure. Yeah.
Wait, we
So
don't
if you
know
make-
what is over there, and I'll cast invisibility on us
Okay.
both.
Okay, you both kind of vanish from sight.
My last spell slot.
Okay, you have an hour of invisibility.
You're invisible
Okay.
like me. I'll follow your tracks.
Okay, I'll carefully walk around the.
Yeah, you guys
Fire.
make your way up there, and I mean, what do they see Dog's body? Like, what's Dog's body been doing? Like,
So I think
feel
they'd
like it's
see,
almost this, go on.
I think they'd see Dog's body kind of just cut, bleeding, heavy wounds, singed hair, just sitting exhausted with his back against the wall, with Xeros's body just kind of in his lap, and he's just sat there kind of staring at the sky, just like with kind of grimy tear tracks down his eyes, down his cheeks.
Good boy. Yeah. Alive, breathing, but yeah, that's what you guys see.
Yeah.
Dog's body, you do feel. Oh man, it's weird. Ever since hearing that voice, it's like you can hear your own blood rushing through your body, and something buried in the very center of this stone circle in the ground. Like there's something in there. You can feel it, like in your chest. You can feel that there's something calling to you, within that stone circle, buried in the ground.
I think Dog's body would almost be like not sobbing, like he wouldn't be making noise, but just kind of like big racked breaths, a mixture of exhaustion and just all this. There's too much going on in him right now, and he's just and he's gonna crawl to the middle of the circle and be muttering to himself, "Must bury the dragon, must bury the dragon." And he starts digging where he feels he's being guided by his base instinct, right? So the voice probably is guiding him,
Luring
whether he
him,
thinks
yeah.
or not. He thinks he's digging a grave for
Burying the dragon.
Zeros.
Yeah. So like with these big scooping hands, you're like carving out the earth. You've got big, strong hands, so it's just like you're ripping away the dirt. Rose and Jasper, you come up just as he's basically beginning to dig deeper down, and your hand comes across. It feels something, Dog's body. It brushes through, and you feel like the tip of metal, like something metal in your hand, like grasp, like something. Your hand brushes up against it.
Yeah, I guess I'd grab it and pull it out
Start
and
pulling
look
it
at it.
free.
But...
kind of leaving like a. You find that as you pull it free, the earth collapses down, and it reveals like a like not a sarcophagus, but like a tomb, like a grave, like an open grave. And there is like very faint bone like remains, but they've obviously very, very, very old, and they've all kind of decomposed and disintegrated under this amount of earth. But what comes free in your hands is a still beautiful, long, in some ways quite kind of primitive spear. Like it's a single shaft of wood with like a thick leather thronging around its main haft. You can see that like tiny red stones on a kind of thonging has been wrapped around the very base of the spear, but the tip is the kind of shiny steel, but it is stained with blood. Even though this thing must be so old, the tip, it almost looks like it's only freshly been stabbed into a body. When you grip it, you can feel kind of strength in your body. You gain 2d6 temporary hit points. You gain 9 temporary hit points as your hands grip around it, and you feel like life almost come through. You're like as this power kind of surges into you.
Probably
yeah, I guess
fine.
it would be one big gasp, and I'd stare at the spear, but then stare back at Zeros's body that's next to me, and I'd be like, "I'm sorry, this is the best I can do. I'm not safe here, but I'll find your sister. I'll look after her for you." And I'll push his body in the hole, and
Rose and Jesper, you see all this, kind of watch this happen. Anything you want to say or do?
I think Rose will walk up, seeing that Dog's body is very badly injured still from all that's happened, and she'll just very gently probably put a hand on his shoulder as he's kneeling down and just cast a cure wounds into him as well.
That would undo the invisibility as well. So you feel like this hand touch you, Dog's body, and then you look up and see Rose there.
6 hit points.
Nice.
I think on seeing this, like just seeing Rose appear and touching him, Dog's body would immediately reel back, like, ah! But then realizing who it is, just stand up immediately and throw himself on Rose and give her the biggest hug. "You're alive! You're alive! The others, where are they? Are you okay?"
We should go. We can't stay here. We'll tell you about it on the way. We need to go now. We need to move. Not everybody
help
made
me,
it.
please.
We don't have
Who?
time. Zeki's gone.
Please, just help me cover Zeros. No.
Dog's
no,
body,
I
we
was
have to
gonna
go.
find her.
We have to go. Come on. And she'll
can I
just try
reach
and lead him
down?
away.
You
Can I reach down and just grab like anything from Zeros? Like, I don't know if he had a pendant or just something like a brooch, just like, yeah.
So one thing, as you're reaching down to grab something, and this is something you realize, you've not seen He Who Grins. You've not seen the sword. It's nowhere. It's gone. Did Zeros have anything like a necklace or anything on him? I don't know if he did. Tom's got to look at the artwork now.
God, I had a wedding band, that weird, strange wedding band I picked up ages ago.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But I don't. Nothing.
That magical ring that you've been wearing this whole time.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you want to say that as you go down, you grip his hand, Dog's body, and the only thing you can pull free is this ring?
Honestly, if it's the only jewelry, like
yeah, I think it's the only jewelry he has. Yeah, you see this, and it almost doesn't seem like it would fit like Xeros, but yeah, you pull it free, and it's this delicate wedding band, like this golden wedding band.
Yeah,
you pull that
because in his mind,
he wants
to take an emblem. He wants to take you to remember your fallen comrades by, right? So if it's the only piece of jewelry, I'm gonna take that and try and kick. I'll be trying to kick dirt over him as Rose is like pulling Dog's body away. Like just
So like you kind of reach down as Rose is pulling you away, and that's you just slip it off his finger, and it kind of comes into your grip, and you kind of clutch that as you're being led away. And I think that we'll leave it with the sight of Rose. I'm assuming you're going to lead them down into the woods to rejoin Irina and Ismark. Yes, but you kind of following invisibly. The last thing Dog's body sees is just Zeki's body lying there in the kind of scorched earth as you are led deeper into the woods to escape. And that's where we end Curse of Strahd today!
Holy shit. Oh, but you know what?
I feel bad for Tom.
Any of us get out of that, though?
That's amazing.
I genuinely don't know. I thought Jesper was a goner for sure.
No, I'll say this. I always thought that Rose and Jesper would get away. When Jesper moved up into combat, I was like, oh no, Jesper's going to die too. I was like, Rose is going to be the only survivor. The natural 20
but she
from
wouldn't
Dog's
have
body,
left him, though.
She would have
gone back
like,
to heal
maybe.
him.
Yeah. Zeki's like, no, must die. Let go of me. I love
You're going to die, my brother. All the time.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is it makes absolute character sense that Zeki would not have left there knowing that Xeros was dead. Like 100%. But like, and Jesper going in because he didn't know he was dead. He moved up to try and save him. All of it made such great role play. You guys made the best decisions for your characters. You didn't metagame it. I'm super proud of you. It was a really good fucking episode. I do feel bad. Tom basically spent 2 hours not doing anything.
Wow.
But when you're on 1 HP and surrounded by bad guys and a flaming Wicker Man, I'm not quite sure what would have done. So
I mean, if there was ever a way to go, it's it's like that.
Blaze of glory.
I mean, you basically I mean, like, if you hadn't caused all the damage by the falling Wicker Man and stuff, I don't know if anybody would have made it out of that as well. And like, you all did very good, smart things. So yeah. Well, Tom and Ree, please have a think about new characters to play.
New characters, but it's my favorite. The favorite thing of Curse of Strahd was probably coming up with a character with Ree, and now I get to do that again.
Yeah.
Oh,
you guys want a
two-headed ogre?
No. I'm gonna veto the two-headed ogre. Good for a one-shot, not for a campaign, please. Chat is like screaming turtles, turtle twins.
Yes.
They're screaming
Full
that.
time.
I feel like doing brother and sister are like twins again. You've kind of done that. I'd like to see a new idea. You know, I'm like, what new thing can Tom and Ree come up with?
A traveling circus duo.
I love that. I love that so much. That sounds amazing. That sounds
father and son.
Father and son, yeah.
I could be Felix and you could be Navi.
Felix Navi's dad.
No.
Felix Navi's dad.
And if Dog's body has died, he'd be dad.
Felix Navi's dad's dad.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Very cool.
Yeah, like I can talk to you guys about some of the opportunities, like whether you guys want to play characters that are from Barovia or characters that have come into Barovia again, like maybe new adventurers have been led in by other Vistani from other worlds. Maybe they're like people that were trapped here. Like, it's up to you. Like, maybe you want to play Vistani like Jesper is. Like, that's totally cool too. Like, we could come up with something from that as well. If you guys wanted to come up with something. You could
be a character that traveled from Baldur's Gate, Ree. You could be Tomato.
Yep. Oh my god.
Hello, it's me.
Anyway.
It's me, Tomato. Hello. Anyway.
It's the
found up here.
universe crossing.
He is like, you know what they call him in Magic? Planeswalkers. Tomato is a planeswalker. Like he can
Mm.
We already
travel
said he
around.
was, yeah, just the eternal
Yeah, 'cause
tomato.
he time traveled. Yeah, he time traveled. He reset the timeline. I got a pair of tieflings would be pretty rad. You two playing like a pair of cool tieflings would be pretty cool.
Mm.
Carnival tieflings, that would be pretty dope. Or like carnival halflings.
Oh.
Carnival halflings.
Oh, maybe
Oh.
we could do.
It could be
We'll
cool.
talk about it. We'll talk
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got a
we'll see
week to
what's
think
up.
about it.
Yep.
got a week. Yeah.
And then the rest of you survive yet another deadly encounter in Curse of Strahd. That
Holy
encounter is
shit.
horrible, by the way. Like that is set in the book,
Yeah.
and against a party of your level, that is a awful encounter. That's
I just
really
wanna-
deadly.
I know this was a while back. I just want to remind everyone that Xeros did almost make a deal with them to go and hunt down the were-ravens. And you
did.
were all like, wow, Xeros, what a dick move. I want to
Yeah.
remind you of that.
And then Zeke was like, entangle.
Yeah.
Run away.
Yeah, but
I
the
can't
were-ravens
believe
were friends.
I'm alive.
Oh yeah.
We're no dead.
So
That's Tom's
It's fine.
argument.
We're gonna give them their
It's
gen
like,
back, and it's
friends.
fine.
I mean,
Were-ravens,
I
Xeros and Zeke.
I genuinely don't know how Rose and Jesper would have managed to get past yet another Dragonborn nightmare of what's just happened. So I'm kind of like, well, at least we don't have to do that.
At
In a
least
weird,
maybe
tiny
the party
twist.
can all be on the same side now. Maybe.
Same side.
Honestly,
Oh,
I
yes,
think
was
you
like-
guys,
Oh.
yeah, you guys have actually been saved from a fate worse than Strahd with Xeros just dying there.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
yeah.
Let me tell you, Tom had a big old like a secret private meeting with me where Asmodeus told him a lot of things.
Yeah.
And of course,
Mm.
Neros never told any of you what those things were.
No,
So,
no.
Nope.
yeah.
Yeah, let's just say Xeros could have been worse than Strahd. Anyway, shall we read some
Oh.
donations and
Let's
then
wrap it
finish
up. Yeah,
up?
sure. Let's read those.
Yeah,
Tom.
wrap it up.
All right. Well, we had a donation before we began by Captain Blackbeak for $41 dues. High rollers. Well,
Crikey.
5 years, nearly 100 episodes of Erois, and I turned 30 on Saturday. Happy birthday. I
Happy
suppose
birthday.
it can't all be good. 30's the new 10. They don't say that. Free donation, as I can't be there tonight. And
No,
first
it's
ever
not.
dono for me. Thank you very much. Share the birthday love. You're all wonderful people. Yes, even Trot. Well, thank you very much,
That's the
Captain
new
Blackbeak. I
10.
think that was. That's what they say.
I feel better.
I think that's 4 rows, but thank you very much.
Just as a point, Tom, I just want to point out, Fail Draws, who does a lot of amazing Erois art, literally in this stream has drawn an amazing piece of Curse of Strahd art. I'm going to put it in the
What?
chat.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Check this
Oh,
out.
I'll look it
I
up.
put it in,
I'll
I
have to
put
look
it
it
in
up.
Twitch chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going.
It's
Oh.
just, it's so
Wait,
cool.
I don't have
like,
it open. Where is it?
Holy
Talk
shit!
about it.
That's amazing.
Whoa!
What the heck?
Oh, cool.
So talented.
That's
Yeah.
rad.
Damn, girl.
I
Oh
drew
my
dragons
God.
and for
God.
what?
Yeah.
It's a memento now.
The last
It's, a,
time.
it's the last tribute to the Dragonborn.
Shit, that's incredible. Thank you very much.
Anyway, sorry, I just saw that and I was like, I've got to share this now. So
Yeah, Ravager 4, it's been 84 years. Finally, Curse of Strahd is back, baby. Due to my own schedule, I can't watch Erois live anymore, so having you guys back on Thursdays is fantastic, and I cannot wait. Let's go! Let's go, gamers. Smiffle or Smifle. Been watching since the very first stream. It was perfect timing as I was just getting into D&D that week. Now I'm in 2 games, including Curse of Strahd, with a bard partially inspired by Jesper. Love all you guys. Love all that you guys have done. Here's to 5 more years. Thank you very much, Smiffle or Smifle, one of the two.
thank you very
Ravager
much.
4. Tom, party. We do not stop till the campaign is over. Mark, what about death? Tom, but you've already had it. Mark, we've had 1 death, yes, but what about second death?
I don't think he knows about second death, Pip. He knows about second death.
I know about second death. Oh shit, it's Mudkip. Tom, Ree,
Oh.
Kim, Katie, Troth, and oh baby, it's Matt, who so loves French dip, but it hurts so much. C'est le grand supple,
I heard you was
fantastic
telling that
you.
story again recently, Trot.
Oh,
I heard.
so
You
loyal
rewatched
mud
that
It was so funny though.
Because I saw
oh, so
in the little clip there was just a little piece of it left, and I was like, I know what that bit is, and I know what's going to happen.
Well, no,
soon
because
after.
that was when that was the second time I had it, because that was
Oh,
Yeah.
when you had met up
you-
with Ross
The
and
first
Smith.
time
and it
made
was
it
like,
half
I-
the way
I
back
came
along
back.
the street.
Yeah, I came back and I was like,
Right.
You're like, I'm not letting
having
this
this sandwich.
undefeated.
yeah,
That's
no,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
But the first time was when it was just us, and that was when I took half of it
Right.
back and had to throw it away. I was like,
Gave it like a
Uh,
mini. It was like a little, a really
So
sad,
funny.
a really sad moment. He got halfway along the street and just looked at a bin and looked at the sandwich and went,
And
Let
then
it
threw
go.
it out.
You have to let it go.
I have to let it
It's
go.
time to go.
Oh,
Sorry,
my
Thomas.
To the
stomach
gods now.
never hurt so bad. Oh.
Please continue.
C'est le grand supple, fantastic you, oh so loyal Mudkip. It's been some time. I'm doing a PhD,
Oh, no.
you know, and I've been distraction.
Oh.
But alas, but Atlas, Mudkip is back. Oh my god, I don't know if that's a curse or not. But welcome back, Mudkip.
Welcome back.
Calamondorian
Kayla Montorin.
has donated with been a long time since I watched live. Big love to you all for the amazing content. Thank you very much. And Smifle or Smiffle again, donating again because what the fuck, guys? Big rip to the new Devil Twins. It's a testament to all of your storytelling, how chat is crying and has been on the edge of of their seat all night. Also, Tom, you should definitely look at Locathar for your next character. Locathar?
That's like
Do you know
a
what that
bunch
is?
of like magic. It's a bunch of like Magic the Gathering stuff. I think they're
Yeah.
like weird like fishmen, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Really
But if
nice.
it's from Magic the Gathering, generally I don't allow it, especially for the Barovia stuff. But I think it's like additional. Yeah, they're like Locathar. They're from like
Right.
weird fishmen, and I say no. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sometimes
I was
DM,
going
you gotta know
through.
when to say no.
I found some cool things. I found, especially with the area that we're in, I found a Circle of
Loxodon, yeah.
Spores cleric. That
Oh.
sounds pretty cool.
Oh, the druid,
Um,
the circle of spores stuff. Yeah,
From
like the mushroom druids
Tasha's
and stuff.
Cauldron. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Varys has donated with no message. Nightjar has donated with, okay, but hear me out. Turtle twins. I hear you.
She said
All
something
right.
about. She said something about Kenku repeating each other in chat, and
Oh
dear
my
God, no.
Oh god.
No.
No.
Hey, Ree.
Stop giving them
That'd be
ideas.
cute for, like,
Tom.
1 minute.
Hey,
Hey, Tom.
Ree. Hey, Ree,
Tom.
though.
Hey,
Hey, Ree,
Tom,
think
though.
about it. Hey, Ree.
Think about it, Tom. Think real
Tom,
hard
Think
yeah.
about it, though.
bud.
Mute
Kenku,
them.
Ree.
Mute them.
He has the power. He has the
Do it.
power to make this happen.
Do it
It's
now.
for the
Do it.
best. It's for the best.
can't
We
Stop
do need
that
to
power.
we need Tom to read the things. So
Anyway, Ravager 4. Well, can't wait for Tom and Ree's new characters. Oh, hey, Ree. You're back. Hey,
Hey.
Ree.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Ree.
Hey,
Hey, Ree,
Tom.
though, but
Hey, Tom.
Kenku, though, Ree, huh?
Thank you, go, Tom. Huh? Real cool.
Anyway,
Let's do
No,
that.
My
no,
God!
What's going to kill her? Samwise 2450. Tom and Ree. We all know it should be our two lords and saviors, the pillars and bastions of Critical Role, Tom Arto and Abe Plumbus. Yes, Abe Plumbus and Tom Arto. You could say it's Abe Tombus and Abe Plumto, a very supple duo. I'm Mudkip, did shed a tear. Oh, Samwise, I think you let your identity slip for a second there, because that was a Samwise donation and not a Mudkip donation.
Oh, we did it.
Oh!
We know who
We
it is.
found him! We found
We
him!
found him!
your identity
Secret
has been revealed.
Ah, we got him, boys.
No.
Lock him up.
And it's Bruce Wayne.
No.
After all this time, so many supple, slippery, juicy donations. We got him.
Samwise always has been.
And
And
Bruce Wayne.
let me do a quick refresh. I think that is all of them. That
And
is
that's
all
everything?
of them. Let me
Perfect.
open Discord in case Nightjar is yelling at me.
She probably is. She yells at all of us.
I actually love that it's called Samwise because I do just imagine the Eye of Sauron has now just swung like.
You're the one who likes the weird donations.
Supple donations.
Stop it! It's so weird. Gift subs from Specs 1832, Criminal Sapling, Blue Spartan 14, and Reika Sayuri, and we also got
I'm
gift
sorry.
bits. Sorry, what?
I'm sorry, Nightjar. Is that gift supposed to be the Kenku twins there?
Oh, right. And we also had bits from G Blaster Sound saying, "Oh my god, yes, my body is fucking ready." Bits from Lemon Twist 59, Brilliant Beyond, Lord Dreamer with a message, "Big love to the whole crew. Glad to see this adventure going once again." And that is, as they say,
That gif is the
That's
perfect
it.
explanation
Oh
of
my
what it
God.
would be like
No.
if the Chaos
I-
Twins were Kenku.
Kenku's, it really
It's in the
is.
The
staff
energy,
room.
the chaotic energy.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for all of your donations and bitties and subbies and all of that kind of good stuff. We really appreciate
These are
it.
the bitties.
What an episode to come back. What an episode to kick off Curse of Strahd once more.
There it is.
There they are.
Hey
But
Tom,
yeah.
though.
One of you just
Hey,
shake
Reed?
your head like that for a second for silence.
I'm going to let
Right, just try
Tom,
this on for me.
right, Tom and Ree, I'm going to give you a choice. One of you two, I can roll a dice for it if you want. Who wants to tell Nina that she has to draw new character art for Curse of Strahd?
I would not want to be
I'm
here
gonna-
right
shall
now.
I roll for it?
Can't you do it in Microsoft Paint though? Like,
Yeah.
I would be.
What do you want to be? Odds or evens, Tom?
I don't know if she has any time though, Mark. What with her current
Odds or
project,
evens,
you
Tom?
know?
Odds or evens, Tom?
Evens.
It's evens, you're telling us. So good luck with that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Nina, if
And
you
with
want
that-
to, I'm sorry.
Well, thank you very much. We will see you on Sunday for Erois, our other main D&D show, and then Curse of Strahd back next week, hopefully. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you all next time. Thank you,
Bye.
everybody.
Yeah. Hey,